Good evening to all of you. Welcome you guys. Welcome you all. I think we are live. First of all, do check the audio video is cleared or not. Check करके बोलिए audio video is clear to everybody. And do join the session fastly all of you. जल्दी से जल्द सेशन पर ज्वाइन करो. जी हमारा सेशंस कंटिन्यू करेगा. Do join the session fastly everybody. Right. So we have a great news from Unacademy. You can start your Unacademy GATE preparation that is just 8,999 only. So you are getting a flat 60% of discount आपको मिलने का chances है. And so this is a good news. The price is going to hike. So that's why you have to take the subscriptions as soon as possible before it going to hike. We started the ISRO batch for the electronics के लिए हमने शुरू किया. That is just 3,999 only. And Udaan batch भी हमने शुरू किया. So that is for ISRO के लिए. So you can see the top educators will take the classes, and you can use the code of BV Reddy and to avail this great learning experience from the top educators. And the ATC batch भी हमने शुरू किया. So we started the new subjects also added. You do follow these classes. Next, this is ATC subscription is also 3,999 only. And we started new batches. We have started. You can see now here GATE के लिए ESC के लिए हमने शुरू किया. Signals and advanced electronics are running now. And many more batches are going to come. So do join immediately and you will have a great learning experience. And this is the Vardhan batch भी हमने शुरू किया. Yes. And the test series totally, so we have a 77 test series आपको मिलेगा. So part test 29, single subject 10, advanced test 10, multi subjects full length and PYQ का test भी मिलेगा. The test series which is live from April 1st onwards. And we are offering the two subscriptions. One is a plus, the other one is a iconic. Plus में आपको India's top educators का classes मिलेगा, live doubt solving, structured courses, PDF, live test and quizzes and unlimited access. And here additionally iconic में क्या मिलेगा, personal coach भी मिलेगा, one-to-one interaction होगा and physical books भी मिलेगा. And you can plan the mentorship according to your time convenience. You can book a slot and according to your convenience take the timing slot 10 minutes, 20 minutes and directly interact with the educators. And you can plan your Unacademy subscriptions to have great learning experience. And these are the GATE 2025 ranks from Unacademy. And चलो आज का सेशन हम शुरू करेगा. लास्ट क्लास हमने कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स हमने डिस्कस किया. ऑल दिस प्रॉब्लम्स हमने कंप्लीट किया. आई थिंक सो, isn't it? Previously all the problems we have completed. Yeah, I think these 35 problems we have completed. And do like the session and share to all your friends. Do like the session and share to all your friends. 35 तक हमने complete किया. The student, this is the 9th session. The student who has missed the previous sessions, and you can see the playlist, there is complete, all the classes are available. Next, take this next question. Take this, they given as two particles A and B. Two particles A and B having charges 20 microcoulombs and 5 microcoulombs respectively are held fixed with a separation of 5 centimeters. At what position a third charged particle should be placed so that it does not experience a net electric force? Where we need to place so that it should not experience any force, that we need to calculate. Yeah, first of all, you can see now here. So where I should place now here? So now you can see now here, as we have discussed, agar if I place my charge here, let us say positive charge consider here. So now you tell me now here, there is an attraction between these two charges, and so the charge will repel here. So both forces are same direction, so it cannot be a zero. Again, if you have taken a negative charge, then we have a repulsion, and the repulsion is this direction, and attraction also this direction. So that's why it cannot be a zero. So that means where we need to place the charges now here, outside the two charges and near to the smaller magnitude of charge. So consider here we need to place my third charge, right? So this distance, which I'm calling it as something x, I'm calling. So what is this x value? Tell me now here. Yes, what is this x is equal to? हमने discuss किया इसके बारे में. That is what, tell me now here. D by distance between the two charges by square root of big by small. Square root of what, tell me now here? Big by small. Square root of big by small minus 1. So you can see now here, how much the distance you tell me now? 5 centimeters by square root of big charge, magnitude of big charge is how much? 20, and magnitude of small charge is 5 micro, that is 5. So that is minus 1. So what will come here? You tell me now here. 5 by 4. 4 means 2. 2 minus 1, so which is equal to 1. So that means 5 centimeters now here. Where should be now 5 centimeters? The left side or right side? It should be placed now here. That is right side. So that means right side of 5 microcoulombs now. The option B. So we need to place the charges at 5 centimeters from the right of the 5 microcoulombs. Next, a certain charge Q is divided into two parts. Okay, how should be the division should be done? So ये problem हमने पहले भी हमने discuss किया. So to have a maximum for the conditions are what, tell me now? The charges has to be divided equally. The charges has to be divided equally. If you divide the charges equally, then only the electrostatic force between them will becomes maximum. Okay, the charges has to be divided equally. So we have in the two charges Q1 plus Q2, and which is what, tell me now here? Q. And so here when the force can be a maximum, you tell me the force is maximum if both Q1 Q2s are equal. That means Q1 Q2 both are equal. So iska matlab is what, tell me now here? That is Q1 equal to what, tell me now here? Q by 2, and Q2 is also equal to Q by 2. If both are equal, then only we have a maximum force between them. So what will be the option, you tell me? So both the charges are equal charges, Q by 2. Okay, do remember whenever the charge has divided into two parts, when the force can be a maximum, you tell me the force is maximum only if the two charges having the equal magnitude. Next, an infinite number of point charges, each carrying 1 microcoulombs of charge, are placed along the y-axis at y is equal to 1, 2, 4 like this. Okay. The total force on 1 coulomb point charge placed at the origin is, right. So that means what they given, you can see I have a number of charges has been placed at y is equal to 1, 2, 4, 8 like this. They asking to find. So if I consider this is my origin, let us say this is x is equal, sorry, this is the origin. Yeah, so this is the origin. So this is y value 0. Now we are assuming that this is the y-axis. Consider correct. This is a y-axis we have considering. Now the charges has been located at where you tell me now equal charges. So that is at 1 meter, and next one is at 2 meters. Next one is at 4 meters. Next one is at 8 meters. Like this the charges has been placed now. How much the charge is given? That is 1 microcoulomb. This is also 1 microcoulomb. Yes, all are equal charges. And this is also 1 microcoulomb. And this is also 1 microcoulomb only. All are equal charges. Here we have at origin we have charge of what, tell me now, 1 coulomb. So you can tell me now force. Then the force which is given as what we can say now here, the total force which is given as, so here force because of all the charges. And if you have seen this thing, charges are same and k value also same. We can take out the k, and what we can say q1, q2 also we can take common. Now only distances will vary, right? So that we can take it as what, tell me now here, 1 into 10 power minus 6. That is 10 power minus 6. Yes, now here first this distance is what, tell me now here, 1 by 1 square plus 1 by 2 square, isn't it? Next 1 by 4 square. Next what, tell me now, 1 by 8 square. Like this will come. So then F which is given as what, tell me now here, that is 9 into 10 power 9 into 10 power minus 6 into what we can say, tell me now, 1 plus, this is 1 by 2 square plus 1 by 2 square. I can write it as 4, I can write as 2 square. Then it is 2 power 4, I can say now, plus 1 by, that is 2 power 6 plus, like this will come. Now from this what I can say now, this F is equal to, that is 9 into 10 cube. And then so what we have, tell me now, this is 1 by 2 square. Yes, 1 by 2 power 4, or we can say this as, let us say 1 plus, this is 1 by 4 plus what, tell me now, 1 by 4 square. Okay, and 1 by 4 cube, like this we have now, tell me. Now it is an infinite geometric series. So that means which is given as 9 into 10 power 3 into infinite geometric series. The formula is what, tell me now here, A by 1 minus R. R is what, tell me now, 1 by 4. So that's why this F equal to what we can say, tell me, 9 into 10 cube. So into what will come here, this is, yeah, 4 by 3. So the 3 threes now here. So that force which could be, how much will come here? So this is 12. That is 12 into 10 cube now. 12 into 10 cube newtons. So from this is the force now, tell me. Right. Next problem. Two identical conducting spheres with a negligible volume. So this is the, we are discussing this electrostatics. Electrostatics. Two identical conducting spheres with a negligible volume have 1.2 nanocoulombs and minus zero point 0.1 nanocoulomb charges respectively. They are brought in contact, excuse me, sorry. They are brought in contact and then separated by a distance of zero point 0.5 meters. The electrostatic force acting between the spheres is, right, and there are the two spheres, right. So they have, this will having a charge initially. This is, if I say this is q1 and this is given as 2.1 nanocoulombs, and this having a charge of q2 is what will be now minus zero point 0.1 nanocoulombs, right, having the equal radius. Okay. Now what they did, now these two are brought in contact. When these two are brought in contact, so the charges will becomes, what tell me now here, brought in contact and separated. Then the net charge will become q1 plus q2 by 2 now. So that means net charge, that is after contact, q1 dash, that is a funnel charges, it will becomes what, q1 plus q2 by 2. So that is what, tell me now here, that is 2.1. Right. So minus, this is 0.1 by 2. So how much will come here? This is 1, that is 1 nanocoulomb. And the q2 dash, and which is also same now, that is 1 nanocoulombs, isn't it? Now the new charges of the two spheres, this is 1 nanocoulomb and this is q2 dash, which is 1 nanocoulomb, right. Now tell me now the these two separated by distance, how the distance of separation they given as a 0.5 meters they given. Now they are asking the force between the two charges now, force between the two spheres. So then how much the force, you tell me now here, force, that is 9 into 10 power 9 q1 q2, how much this value, 1 into 10 power minus 9. So this is 1 into 10 power minus 9 into 1 into 10 power minus 9 by, what tell me now here, r square. R is how much here, 0.5. That means what tell me now, 1 by 2 na r value, that is 1 by 2 ka whole square. Now simplify karo, so then what will come here, and so here the 10 power minus 9 plus 9 will get cancelled, 1 by 4, that is will come it as 4 will come to numerator, that is, so here 36 na here. So that 36 into what element of 10 power minus 9 newtons. Now this is a force, now tell me. Next one. Three charges plus Q, Q and plus Q placed respectively at origin, d by 2 and d from the origin on the x-axis. The net force experienced by plus q placed at x is equal to 0, yeah, then the value of q is, okay, means what they given, you tell me. Yes, what they given here. Watching all your videos and understanding the concept will help in covering complete physics syllabus. Yes, that's enough. If we can able to solve all the problems, whatever we are discussing here, that's more than enough. Right. You can see now here x is equal to 0. Here this is x is equal to 0. We have a charge of plus q, and x is equal to, they are saying it as a d by 2, and the charge is given as a small q, and here at x is equal to d, and they given the charge as what, tell me now here, another, this is a q given. Now they are saying the charge, the net force acting on the charge is 0. So let us find the net force now here. So if I call this is a first one, and if I call this is the second one, and if I call this is the third one, now you can tell me now here. Now the net force acting on the charges must be 0, means what we can say now here, this is F12. F12 force due to the first charge 1 and 2, and force in the between the 1 and 3, which must be equal to 0. So the force between 1 and 2, what I can say, tell me now here, this is K, Q and small q by r square. R is how much, you tell me now, d by 2 ka whole square, now tell me, plus F13, 1 and 3, that is K Q square by the distance is d square, and which is equal to 0. Now from this, what we can say now here, you can see now K and KQ will get cancelled. Then what we have, tell me now here, this is Q by, yeah, tell me now here. So we'll get it as a d square. 4 will come to numerator plus what, tell me now here, that is Q by d square, right, which is equal to 0 now here. D square will get cancelled. हमको क्या चाहिए, small q चाहिए, that is what, tell me now, 4q plus what, tell me now here, q, which is equal to 0. That means q, which is equal to what, tell me now, minus q by 4. Option you can see. This option, yeah, minus q by 4. Done. Chalo. And take the next one. Two charges q and 3q are separated by a distance r in air. At what distance x from charge q, the resultant electric field is 0. And where the resultant electric field is 0, they are saying here. So tell me now, for the resultant electric field is 0, that is a neutral point now. So the charges, what they given now here, one is given as q, the other one is given as what, tell me now, 3q they given. And these two are separated by distance. How much the distance is separated now here? R. So both are positive charges now. So that means the neutral point will lies where? in between the two charges and near to the smaller magnitude of charge na. So here this is a neutral point, we can say x distance if I say. So tell me now the neutral point distance. So the neutral point or null point, the neutral point which is given as what we can say, tell me now here, the distance of neutral point is what, tell me now here, r by distance between the two charges by and square root of big charge by small charge. That is what we can say now, big by, so big charge is how much, 3q, and small charge is q, that is plus 1. So from this what we can say, this is now here r by, what we can say now, this is root 3 plus 1. Option is there, r by, so where from where they are asking this, r is from the q. At what distance x from a charge q? Yes, from the q only they are asking, that is correct only, but option to nahi na here. So might be they have simplified anything. Now अगर मैंने at what distance x from a charge q, resultant electric field is 0. So this is r by, yeah, option there na, sorry. Yeah, so here 1 plus root 3 is there na. Okay, fine. Next, point charge of 10 microcoulombs is placed at origin. At what location on the x-axis should a point charge of 40 microcoulombs be placed so that net electric field is 0 at x is equal to 2 centimeters on the x-axis? Okay. Point charge of 10 microcoulombs is placed at origin. Right, so that means at origin, so they are talking about x-axis, so let us take this x-axis. Now here this point I am calling it as origin, and so that is x is equal to 0. A point charge of how much they given here, that is 10 microcoulombs is placed at origin. At what location on x-axis should a point charge of 40 micro placed so that net electric field is 0 at x is equal to 2 centimeters? So that means, so here, and if I consider this is another, so 40 microcoulombs we have placed now here. So here I can say this is a neutral point. So here they given this as x is equal to 2. Okay, they given a neutral point distance is given. Now they are asking to find the distance between the two charges. This distance they are asking to find. And so this is the x value given as a 2 na. Yeah, you tell me the neutral point distance now. Neutral point distance. So it should be given as what we can say now here. That is x is equal to distance between the two charges by, so square root of what, tell me now here, big charge by small charge. Big charge is 40 and by small charge is 10 and plus 1. So that equal to d value we need to get here, that is d by, so this is root, so 3 will come na, 3. And x value given, how much is x value given, that is 2 centimeters given na, that is d by 3. Now we need to find the d value. So how much the d value we can say here, that is the 6 centimeters. Okay, so option A for this problem. So the distance of neutral point, wherever the electric field is 0, that point is called as a neutral point or null point. So the neutral point or null point, the distance, so that is given as what, tell me? Neutral point or null point. So the distance of the neutral point, which is equal to d. D means what, element distance between the two charges. D means distance between the two charges by square root of under root of big charge by big magnitude by small magnitude. That is big magnitude by small magnitude. Big magnitude by small magnitude. And plus 1. Big magnitude by small magnitude plus 1. Right. Do it. And here, what type of, both are positive charges, that's why it is a plus 1. If both are positive or both are negative charges, then it is a plus 1. If any charge is negative, if it is like charges, plus. If it is unlike charges, here we have in place of plus 1, we have a minus 1 will come. The unlike charges, one is positive, the other one is negative. Then we'll get it as a minus 1 will come in that case. Next, 2-point charges A and B of magnitude given, so respectively, are placed at a distance d apart. The electric field at the middle point O between the charges is given 6.4 into 10 power 4 newtons per coulomb. The distance d between the points is, okay, midpoint is given as this much. Okay, electric field now here they given. So they are talking about the two charges placed in the same line. So let us say the two charges are placed like this. Now here this is a plus q and this is a minus q charge. And the value of q is 8 into 10 power minus 6. Now they are talking about what element at the midpoint. Now here they are finding the field. And they are saying the two charges are separated by a distance. How much this distance is at d? The distance is d. Now here, so that means this distance is d by 2, this distance is also d by 2. So at this point, so you see the direction of electric field now here, at this point both are same direction. So here, because of this is the charge 1 if I say, and this is if I call the second charge, electric field E1, this direction now here, and electric field second charge, that is also this direction since it is a negative charge. So that's why both electric fields are in the same directions. So that is what we can say the net electric field, and which is given as what we can say now here 2 times of E1 I can say, since both electric field magnitudes are same only. So that is given as 2 into what we can say now here K Q by R square, and E value, how much is E value? Tell me now here 6.4 into 10 power 4 and which is equal to 2 into what, tell me now here, 9 into 10 power 9, and charge Q, that is what, tell me, 8 into 10 power minus 6 by distance is what, tell me now, distance between two charges is d by 2 whole square. And simplify करके बोलिए आंसर, d value we should get now here. Right. So what will come here? D square. So it will come it as what, tell me now here? Yeah, 6.4 into 10 power 4, which is equal to 2 into, yes, 9 into 10 power 9 and 8 into 10 power minus 6 by d square, yes, into 4. So then from this, what will get the p value, tell me now here? So that is d square, which will come to be a, right. So that is 2 into 9 into 8 into 4 by 6.4. I can simply write it as 65. I will make it now this one. I'll make this as a 64 into 10 cube, I can say. This is what I'll mean of 10 cube. Okay. And into how much this value? 10 cube, isn't it? This 10 cube will get cancelled. So this is 8, 8's now here. So this is 4, 2, this is 8 will get cancelled. And the d square equal to what, tell me, 9. So that means d value equal to how much we can say? 3. So what's the option you can see now here? Option B. Done. Next. Charges Q1. So this is the what type of charges you see here. Look at now here. So here this is the, if it is a positive charge, so electric field is away, and this is what charge? Second charge is what, tell me now? Negative charge. And for negative charge, electric field is towards. Positive charges, electric field is away, and negative charges, electric field is towards. That's why, so at this point, so we have the electric field is toward the charge in this direction. Both are same direction only. Next one, charges Q1, yes, Q1 and Q2s are at point A and B of a right angle triangle OAB. The resultant electric field at point O is perpendicular to the hypotenuse. Then Q1 by Q2 is proportional to, 1 by Q2 is proportional to what? The resultant electric field at O is perpendicular to hypotenuse. Okay. इसका मतलब what they are saying here, you can see. So here this electric field is this direction, right? And this electric field is this directions. Okay. And if we call this electric field, which is equal to E1, and this electric field is what, tell me now? E2. And what they're saying here, the resultant electric field is perpendicular to the hypotenuse, means like this. Now they're saying it is perpendicular to the hypotenuse like this. It is perpendicular to the hypotenuse like this. Okay, then they are asking to find the what is the value. So that if it is perpendicular, so here Yeah, you can see now here this angle. So this angle is 45, right? And here this angle, how much this angle here? You can see this angle is 90 and this angle is 45. This angle is 45 means this angle is also 45 only na? Now if you have taken a tan angle, so what should be the tan angle now here? That is tan 45. Yeah, which will becomes what? Tell me now, E2 by E1. E2 by E1. So tan 45 is 1. So means what they are saying here, E1 and E2s both are equal. E1. What is E1? You tell me now here. This is K into what? Tell me now, Q1, K Q1 by X1 square, and which is equal to what? Tell me now here, K Q2 by X2 square. Now they are asking the Q1 by Q2 now here. So that is Q1 by Q2, and which will becomes as what? Tell me now, X1 square by X2 square. Okay. So what's the option? You tell me, X1 square by X2 square. ऑप्शन तो नहीं ना, क्या हुआ? कोई गलत तो किया क्या हमने? चेक करके बोलिए. Anyway, angle is 45. Either E1 by E2, E2 by E1 doesn't matter, na? Angle is 45 only, na? So that's why it doesn't matter. Okay. Fine. So I think we are saying correct only, and we'll see. Next one. For closed surfaces and corresponding charge distributions are shown in figure. Now, what they're saying, which cases we have a more flux? Tell me the flux of the first surface now here. So here, first case, phi 1, which is what? Tell me now here, inside how many charges are there? We have a 2q, so means what we can say now here, 2q by epsilon naught now, and flux leaving is nothing but what? Tell me, q enclosed by epsilon naught. Next, phi 2, flux leaving the second one is how much now here? 3, so this is 2q. These are equal only na? So that is 2q by epsilon naught. Next here, this is phi 3, which is equal to what? Tell me now. This is also 2q by epsilon naught only, and this is phi 4 flux. So this is what? Tell me now, 2. Yeah, this is also 2q. All are equal only. Yeah. Check this. Yeah, option is then equal option. Option C. Flux in all the cases are equal only. Completed. Right. Next one. The electric flux entering and leaving an enclosed surface is given as phi 1 comma phi 2. They ask him to find the charge enclosed. So the charge enclosed they ask him to find. So here the net flux, which is nothing but what we can say here, net flux is equal to what I have Q enclosed by epsilon naught. They are asking Q enclosed is asking. So entry flux. So here they given it as what? Tell me now here. So here entering flux and leaving flux given as phi 1 and phi 2. Leaving flux is taken as a positive. Entry flux is taken as negative. So that is phi 2 minus phi 1, and which is equal to what? Tell me now here. Q enclosed by epsilon naught. So that means what is the charge enclosed in by the surface, you tell me? I can say this as epsilon naught into, that is phi 2 minus phi 1. So what will be the option you can see? This option is B. Sorry, A. No, yeah, here we are finding the resultant field we are finding, not these angles. Okay. Completed now here. Yeah, with this we have finished the electrostatics part we have completed. And tomorrow next class onwards we will do the current electricity का problems discuss करेगा. Current electricity, after that magnetic fields, and we'll continue like that. Okay, fine, that's it for today, and we'll meet in the next class.